Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It is a beautiful day to dive into some serious daytime drama. We have a lot of predictions and thoughts to unpack for what is coming up in LA around July 24th. So let's just get right into it and see if our speculations hit the mark. So let's start with the younger crowd because honestly, I am so exhausted by Elektra right now. I really am. You guys know I try to give these characters the benefit of the doubt, but Elektra is just making it impossible. Dylan is stepping up to the plate for Will. She is stepping up in a huge way. She is going to be his absolute rock through all of this mess. And let's be real, Elektra completely failed to support Will. She absolutely did not support him. She never has. Everything is always about Elektra. Always. It's like she lives in this little bubble where her feelings are the only ones that matter and Will is just some accessory she can drop when things get tough. And actually, she has basically turned her back on him completely. It looks like she is fully adopting that whole toxic mindset that Spencers and Forresters just don't mix. Which is so convenient for her now that RJ is sniffing around, right? I mean, think about it. Just a few episodes ago, we had Ivy completely ruining everything with that intercepted letter, and Elektra was playing the victim. She was acting like her whole world was shattered because Ivy hid that letter. But the second things get hard with Will, she bails. She just bails. And now she is leaning into this whole "our families are enemies" excuse. It is such a cop-out. RJ is over there channeling his inner Massimo Marone, fighting Will physically in the office like an actual physical scuffle over family pride and a girl and kissing Elektra's hands like he's in a period drama, and Elektra is just eating it up. She is eating it up. What happened to her being so torn? She is proving right now that she doesn't have the backbone to stand by Will when the going gets tough. She lets Ivy dictate her life, and now she's letting RJ's aggressive flattery sway her. But you know who does have a backbone? Dylan? Dylan is the one who told Will straight up that he deserves better than Elektra. And she is right. She is so right. Dylan is a former school teacher. She has actual morals. She literally moved out of Will's beach house just to preserve a friendship with Elektra that Elektra didn't even deserve. And what did Dylan get for it? Heartbreak. She got pushed aside. But now the tables are turning. Dylan told Will he needs someone who stands by his side, someone who is actually in his corner. And they are going to get a lot closer very soon. You can just feel the chemistry shifting. Will has been so blinded by this whole Elektra fantasy that he couldn't see the amazing, loyal woman standing right in front of him. But the blinders are coming off now. Will is furious. He's fighting RJ, defending the Spencer name. He's dealing with the fallout of Ivy's insane manipulation, and he is finally waking up to the fact that Elektra is incredibly selfish. I think we are going to see Will really lean on Dylan in these upcoming episodes. She is the only one who has been honest with him. She and Daphne were the ones who actually exposed Ivy. Without Dylan, Will would still be in the dark, being played like a fiddle by Ivy and taking the blame for a letter he never even saw. So yeah, Dylan is his rock. I am so here for this pairing. Let Elektra have RJ and his weird hand kisses. Let her deal with the Forrester drama. Will and Dylan are the real deal, and I think the writers are finally steering us in that direction. At least I hope they are. Sometimes I second guess myself with this show, but this feels right. It feels earned. But okay, let's pivot because the real fireworks are happening with the older generation. The corporate stuff. Oh my God, the corporate stuff. So, Katie and Eric are having this massive discussion about their past actions. And honestly, I think it would be great if they could just clear the air, but it's highly unlikely to go smoothly if Eric actually admits the truth about asking her to work at Logan. This whole storyline is driving me crazy. It really is. Eric went to Katie. Eric went to Katie because he wanted revenge on Ridge and Brooke for firing him or forcing him into retirement. That is the truth. That is the actual objective truth of what happened. Katie did not trick him. She didn't manipulate him. She didn't seduce him like some kind of black widow. She literally just accepted Eric's request to come work at her new fashion house. That is it. She just approved his request because he is a legend and she is trying to build a brand. But of course, Katie is looking super upset over at the Forrester mansion because Ridge and Brooke are spinning this entire narrative to make her the villain. If Eric doesn't step up and admit how he actually came to be at Logan, Ridge and Brooke are just going to keep spreading these disgusting lies. And you guys, the lies they are spreading are wild. They are practically accusing Katie of elder abuse. Elder abuse in fashion design? Can you even believe that? What were they thinking? Who actually believes this is going to end well? Ridge and Brooke force the patriarch of the family out of his own company, strip him of his life's work, treat him like he's obsolete, and then when he gets mad and goes to work for Katie, they blame Katie. It is classic Brooke and Ridge behavior. Nothing is ever their fault. They are always the victims. I am so tired of it. I've been covering this show for a while, and this specific pattern just exhausts me. They treat Eric like he is some helpless child who can't make his own decisions. Eric is a grown man. He was angry. He wanted payback. Katie just gave him the platform to do it. Why is that so hard for Ridge to accept? Because his ego is too massive, that's why. And let's talk about the absolute staggering hypocrisy of Brooke Logan right now. I can't even wrap my head around it. She is running around screaming about Katie manipulating Eric while she is literally at home making seductive offers to Ridge so she can steal Steffi's co-CEO position. I mean, what? Brooke is using her bedroom influence to orchestrate a massive corporate coup against her own stepdaughter just to protect Hope's line. But Katie is the evil one for hiring Eric? Give me a break. Give me an absolute break. It is so frustrating to watch Katie get dragged through the mud while Brooke plays these dirty games behind closed doors. Donna was right to warn Katie about this family feud because Brooke takes everything as a personal attack. Brooke is projecting her own manipulative tactics onto her sister. And while all this Katie and Brooke drama is happening, we can't forget about Liam and Hope. Liam is over here breathing down Hope's neck, pressuring her to leave Forrester Creations and go work for Katie at Logan. He is so suspicious of Steffi being in charge, and honestly, Liam is being his usual controlling self. But Hope is refusing. She won't jump ship. Instead, she is the one who urged Brooke to go after that co-CEO spot. So, Hope is basically the mastermind behind Brooke seducing Ridge for power. It is a tangled web, you guys. A very messy, tangled web. Steffi is completely in the dark right now, dealing with the whole Ivy and Elektra fallout, weighing whether or not to fire Ivy after Elektra threatened to quit. Steffi is already stressed to the max. Can you imagine the absolute nuclear explosion that is going to happen when Steffi finds out that Brooke is trying to steal her co-CEO chair? And that Ridge actually agreed to consider it? Steffi is going to blow her top. And honestly, I won't blame her. Getting back to Eric and Katie, I just really want the writers to let Katie have a win. She is trying to build something independent with the Logan fashion house. She is trying to step out of Brooke's shadow, which is something she has struggled with for decades. And having Eric Forrester, the legend himself, want to work with her is a huge validation. But of course, the show can't just let her be successful. They have to taint it with this ridiculous revenge plot and these accusations of elder abuse. Katie deserves better. She deserves to be respected as a businesswoman without Ridge storming in and accusing her of manipulating a man who practically invented the fashion industry in LA. It's patronizing to both Katie and Eric. Zooming out a bit, this is just how the show operates. It's always the Logans fighting the Forresters or the Logans fighting the Logans. The history between Brooke and Katie is so toxic anyway, especially with everything that happened with Bill Spencer in the past. But this elder abuse angle is just so low. It's insulting to Eric's intelligence and his legacy. I really hope Eric finds his voice and tells Ridge to back off. Tell them the truth, Eric. Tell them you wanted revenge. But knowing this show, he'll probably waffle or stay quiet to protect the peace, leaving Katie out to dry. It's just so typical. Okay, maybe that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. The writers love to make Katie the punching bag while Brooke gets away with murder. So that's where we are at for July 24th. Dylan and Will are going to get closer because Elektra is a flaky mess who only cares about herself and her new Forrester alliance. And Katie is going to face the wrath of Brooke and Ridge unless Eric tells the truth about his revenge plot. I am exhausted just thinking about it, but I'll be glued to the screen anyway because I care about these characters way too much. Let's see if our predictions actually play out or if the writers throw us another insane curveball. Let me know what you guys think, because my brain is fried from trying to make sense of Brooke's logic today.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.